Hello and welcome back to pyschogambitable plays Spyro the Dragon. I am pyschogambitable, the average gamer playing for the average gamer. Last time we completed the first level and the first flight level of the game. I'm going to be playing these guys again. And of course save their progress. This time around we are going to try and tackle Stone Hill here. And there's another level over there, and we're going to see if we can squeeze in the boss of this world, so that way we can end it off moving on to the new world. So let's just jump right into Stone Hill. And so this level here is a little bit of a bigger level than what we saw in Town Hall. This is also the first level that we're probably going to start earning some damage. There are some very annoying enemies in here. These yaks here are very easy. You just, again, either have to charge them or you can flame them. Where am I going? Get some of these boxes here. And get this yak. And we're back to the sheep being our source of health. Oh, sorry. I apologize to the sheep. And get this guy here. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about my history with this game. I started playing Spyro the Dragon when I was about 10 years old. So to kind of age myself here, that was over 10 years ago. I'm not going to give you my exact age, but I'm closer to 20 years ago than 10. Let's just leave it at that. My sister and I got the PS1 and Spyro the Dragon 1 and 2 for Christmas one year. And we just loved the game. She and I, we played it so many times trying to find all the secrets and all the everything to do with the game there. And she eventually, for I think her birthday back in 2000, she got Spyro Year the Dragon. Is that when that came out? Nowadays, even as adults, we still go back and we replay this game many times. Me more so than her. And that's mainly because I have my job doesn't have a lot of after work homework, I guess. So I do have a little bit more free time than her. And I'm just gonna go ahead and save Lindar here.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
Nice job covering your butt there. Saying that I don't run into trouble. Yeah, so that's another, so that there is what I was talking about before, where a lot of times the dragons will tell you things that you've already figured out for yourself. We're not going to go down that hole just yet, because there is something we need to get first before we can do what we want with that, what's down there. There's a locked chest, so we need to find a key. And oh my god, there's those shepherds. These guys I do not like. They use their canes here to try and hit you. And it hurts, like so. I'm pretty sure I jumped over that, but apparently not. But I prefer to flame those guys rather than trying to charge them. It's kind of not easy to charge them without getting hit. Go ahead and get the yak out of the way, get the treasure chest, and now we're gonna go ahead and... Oh, silly sheep, you cannot go up the whirlwind. There you get your first instance of Sparks glitching through the wall and eating a butterfly. That will neither be the first nor last time that he does that. We've got some stuff over here before we free this guy. Gildas.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the X button at the top of a jump, and try pressing the triangle button to drop down in mid-flight.
Pretty sure in the last level we had a dragon explain the concept of gliding to us already, so that's kind of null and void there. Gildas. little late there on your expedition. So this level here, I'm just gonna explain something from my past. My sister and I used to have the worst time trying to find all the gems in this frickin' level. And it's because of this upper portion. You can see it's very, sort of very spacious, very open. And there's just gems hidden, not everywhere, but in some of the weirdest places up here, and I lost that thief in the process. But it's very hard to tell if you've gotten all the gems from up here. So we're gonna try and just I'm gonna try and hopefully not run around in circles too much, trying to make sure I get all the gems. Where the frick did he go? Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Another thing, like, because of how old this game is, the distance isn't always the best, so sometimes you lose track of these guys. And it's very hard to find them again, because you can't really see them from... You can see them from a good distance, but not too far away. It's not like the newer games nowadays, where you can pretty much see until forever. I think there's some stuff over here. Yes. Pretty sure this is the gem I always miss when I play this level too. It's because it's hiding among all the trees. Thankfully, that is the only thief in this level. In this first world, you only get... actually, I think even in the second world, you only see about 2 thieves. Or sorry, 1 thief per level. And then once you get into the third world, you start seeing some in the home world and more than 1 in the actual levels, and they start getting really annoying because all you can hear is their mocking laughter as you're trying to figure out how to get to them. And I think I'm done up there, so I'm gonna drop down again, and I want to go over here where that other dragon was, because he's gonna, and where the home teleporter is, and we're gonna save Astor here.
After you freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya.
Yeah, old dragon jokes. So, you know, now that I think about it, I think Stonehill here is actually the first, supposed to be the first level of Spyro the Dragon. But I still like doing Town Hall first. I think it feels more like an official first level. I don't know. I'm just gonna collect all these, and I'm really hoping that I did not miss a gem up top there, because it's gonna be a pain to have to go and hunt that down again. So we're just gonna pop back up this whirlwind, and now we can go down that well that had that I sort of glanced over earlier, and kind of dive down here or hop down here. And fingers are crossed that I've gotten everything. I think I have, because I'm at 188. I'm gonna be 1 gem off. Just watch. Damn it, I'm 2 gems off. Okay, so we're just gonna free this guy and then go on a hunt for those 2 gems. Hey, Gavin. I like that name, actually.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
Again, they're trying to hammer home the importance of sparks there. I think that's supposed to be intentionally a follow-up to the other guy who said just watch sparks and see what happened. Or see what happens, and he's actually explaining the actual concept of sparks. I don't know, I feel like they're sort of shoehorning in things to kind of have less dragons who just say, "Thank you for releasing me," and repeating themselves instead. Where are you? It is going to be up here, I know it is, but it's super annoying. So this is the only, yeah, of course it has to be a green one too, where this whole area is green. So that's the one thing that is a little bit annoying with this first game, is that there's no real way to track down the gems that you're missing. Later on the games, or later games, you can use sparks to find gems that you're missing. He gets an ability in third one. I believe in the second one, he doesn't need an ability. You can just hold down all the back buttons and he just automatically hunts out the gems for you. But in this first game, it's literally you just gotta look around everywhere to make sure that you've gotten everything. And it's a little annoying. Especially when you have this big open space up top and you know there's gonna be gems just kind of right at the edge. I don't want to just walk around slowly because that will take forever. Oh, come on. Where are you? I bet you anything it's gonna be in that castle thingy here. I'll just have missed it somehow. Just hop over this. And around the corner, and hop. Yep, it's in the castle. that was really silly of me. I should have caught that right from the start. I believe I've gotten all the dragons here. Yes, I have. So we're just gonna hop down here and jump into the return home. That took longer than it should have. I should have had no problems with there, because I know that gems like to hide up there, but oh well. Oh no, I surprised you guys again. Haha. Just gonna run. Oh, sorry sheep. Gonna hit that guy too. Is it 20 or maybe it's 40? I don't remember how many balls I need. Now we're gonna go into Dark Hollow. Now officially I think Dark Hollow is supposed to be the technical second level, but again, I have my way of doing it. That's different than the game. Here we get our first concept of the Norks who attack us, and that is the shield-bearing Nords with swords. And the trick with these guys is you do have to charge them because with the shields out, your flame is not going to do anything to them. It's just going to turn red and leave them be. So we're not going to hop up there just yet, because you see there's a lockbox up there. So we're going to go all the way down here. And now we get a new enemy. This is our first concept of these big enemies. These enemies will hit you, and because they're wearing armor on their front, obviously you can't flame their front, so you have to flame them from behind. Because otherwise they're just, and they don't actually hurt you. Actually, these guys, they will just use their bellies to fling you backwards, and it's a little bit annoying. But they don't actually hit you. Later on, you'll have big Norks like that who will hit you with whatever they're carrying, whether it be a shield or something, and they will hit you and do damage. But those guys down here, they just like to hit you with their bellies and launch you backwards. Nope, I'm getting caught on the edge there. We're gonna hop, and hop, and hop, and hop. And this. And now save Oswin. Get some really neat names here.
Psst, Spyro, want to know a secret? Use the triangle button when you want to zoom in and look around. Oh, your secret's safe with me.
So that's actually something that you probably wouldn't have thought of trying by yourself, seeing what the triangle button does, unless you're like me, who experiments with everything when you first start a game. So that one I would say is a little bit of a helpful dragon, but you're actually going to get a dragon up here who you can't reach until you figure out the mechanic that's up here. So he's going to explain the mechanic after you've freed him. So we're going to hop up here. Get our locked chest. So whenever you come across one of those chests, you know there's going to be a key somewhere in the level. Usually nearby, sometimes not so nearby. So the trick with these big enemies is they cannot be charged. This guy's gonna flatten you if you get too close to him. So you do need to flame him to kill him. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. And then, oh. I'm actually surprised that guy didn't try to hit me with his sword. Usually those guys will try to get you if you miss them and are busy. So we're gonna get Albin here.
Oh, it's you. I wasn't sure if you'd escape those annoying little creatures. Of course, they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of them.
Oh, I thought he was going to talk about the big guy. Apparently on his own. I thought for sure he tells you that you need to flame the big guy. But no, there's a guy in here that does talk about the. Ooh, I just missed that chest, that club there. Who does talk about the big guys and that you have to flame them to kill them. And I know he is somewhere. He has to be somewhere up here, because he is for sure after one of the big guys, and you have to know how to kill them before you can even reach him. So it's kind of silly that they would do that instead of putting him before, but I guess it gives the player a chance to try and figure it out for themselves without being told what to do by the dragons. But I don't know. It is kind of silly in that respect, considering that you're just gonna, be telling the dragon, "Oh, I know, like, why couldn't you say that sooner?" We're just gonna flame him, charge you, and we'll just rescue this guy before going down there. Darius.
Big enemies like this Gnorc with the club cannot be charged, but a quick flame, that should defeat them.
Dragons get a little creative with their pronunciations of Gnorc. Some of them say Gnorc, and some of them actually call it the proper name of Gnorc. I realized I didn't talk about the frogs here. So the frogs are this world level's butterfly animal. I like to think that Nasty just captured a bunch of butterflies and changed them into whatever he felt like, and released them into the world, seeing as he's the only one who seems to have magic. Or they could just, maybe they're just trying to say like, oh, nothing really dies in this world, they just turn into butterflies. So we're gonna hop back home. And now we're at an even 900. I think by the end of this world we'll have like 1,000, it could be 1,001. Oh. Yeah, if you flame some of the stuff in the worlds, they actually burn, so that's kind of cool. Now over here, if we had released this guy after beating a level, he would say something different than what he told us originally. He would say that since we have beaten a world, we can now face the boss of this world. And I think if we actually replay him, he will actually play the second clip. You know what? I'm actually going to try that, because I can't remember if he does or if he'll just replay what we originally played.
Cool, Flash. Do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal behind me. You can challenge him now, if you feel you are ready.
I feel like they recorded the lines of dialogue, but only did one one animation for him, because it looked like a really bad dub of a Japanese movie. Alright, so our first boss here is called Toasty. And he's a very funny boss. You're gonna see why. Him and the next boss are probably my favorite bosses, and if only because of the way they're set up. They're kind of fun bosses that you really shouldn't be taking seriously at all. But the unfortunate thing with this level is that you have these shepherds, and then you have these annoying dogs. These dogs takes 2 hits, they only drop 1 gem, and if you get too close to them, they will flatten you, and if you flame them once, they will try to flatten you. So we're just gonna, keep our distance, keep moving. This is one where my housemate swears the roll works. Every time I've tried to roll when these dogs launch themselves at me, I either end up rolling off an edge, or I still get, or I don't roll far enough and get flattened. So I'm just gonna go with my my way of just kind of either walking out of the way, hopping out of the way, or charging out of the way, and then getting him before he gets back into position. And I think these guys are the only new. Whoop! Oh, I thought he got me there. These guys are the only new mechanic of Toasty's world. There's nothing new to do with gems or any. Oof! He got me that time. I thought it. Oh, camera, do you want to go behind me? Thank you. Oh, frick. The thing with the boss levels is they do not have extra health for you, so you don't have sheep or anything running around to get some extra health from. So that's something you need to be careful about, is you do need to watch your life level. Yeah, so we got a sneaky dog there. Just around the corner. Ooh, I'm gonna actually, oh, it actually worked for me that time. Him. And this is what I'm talking about, where sometimes they're, that actually, no, sorry, that's not what I'm talking about when they're put in precarious locations. That one was really easy. But you'll find later on, sometimes they put them really close to the edge, and you're charging, and you'll charge yourself right off the edge if you're not careful. So I'm just gonna collect those, and our boss is right over there. But we're just gonna go in here and rescue Nevin first.
Nasty Nork has put one of his most devious henchmen in charge of the artisan world.
Bring him on. I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. This boss has many tricks up his sleeve.
Ha! You'll get the joke in a moment. Any of you who have not played this game before. So we're gonna take care of the dog first. And this guy will try to hit you with his scythe. I'm sure you saw there's a sheep on stilts. I was hoping he wouldn't show himself until we got rid of his costume, but might as well, since he's, you know, already revealed his true self. But yeah, it's literally just a sheep on stilts. I like to think it's the sheep that Spyro was kicking around at the start of in the first cutscene, taking his revenge for being used as a soccer ball. And where'd he go? There you are. We're just gonna beat him, and he drops 5 gems. I thought this world was the first one that had a 25er, but I guess not. Nope. Okay. So the boss worlds usually only have 1 dragon in them and only 100 gems. Now that's not, as I say, usually. There are a couple of exceptions later on. We're just gonna go home now. Whee! And get some health. And before we leave off, I am going to take you to the next world, because I'm sure you're getting all tired of seeing this green plain and these Norks here. And let's go talk to our friend Marco. Marco the balloonist. Hey Marco. Well done, Spyro. I didn't think you could do it. You may travel to the Peacekeepers world if you like. I'm gonna go to Peacekeepers. Laters. Yeah, so as I said, the trick with the balloonists is they do ask for the bare minimum. They will give you a criteria that you need to fill, and once you've filled that criteria, you can move on to the next world. Now, in this world, it's gems. You need to collect a certain number of gems. So we're going to quickly release this dragon and save, and I think that's going to be where we're going to leave it. So let's just go and release Titan here.
Welcome to Peacekeepers, Spyro. Look how our treasure has been turned against us and stolen. Recover our treasure, Spyro.
Collect treasure. Got it.
I'm just going to take a moment to talk about the dragons here. So one thing I really like about this game is that the dragons are all different styles. So in the Artisan world, you saw like the dragons had those neat little, almost like sideburns on the side of their faces, and they all solid colors. All like a similar design. In this world, they all have polka dots on them, and they look, I guess you could say, brawnier. And each world does have a very distinctive design for their dragons, which I really like. And you'll see, I kind of point them out as we go through the game. There's about 5 different designs for dragons. I'm assuming they're meant to sort of be almost a parody of the different locations around the world, because the dragons in the Artisan home kind of remind me of like old burly British men with their sideburns and their top hats and things like that. The dragons in Peacekeepers make me think of North Americans in the way that they're designed. I don't know if that was intentional. But we're gonna just go ahead and save, and I'm gonna leave the episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.